Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Lewis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Jiunn Liu, Seth Geis, and from the Villager Cigar Studios, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Whew. So
Good
I'm looking
man.
at the scores.
Oh yeah, Phil's running it up.
Oh, different score.
Huh.
All right. So today we are talking about the Tatuaje La Riqueza SE 2022. Cigar is a Toro Extra 5 and 5/8 by 54. Comes out of the My Father factory in Nicaragua. Wrappers Connecticut Broadleaf, binder and filler both from Nicaragua. It is blended by Pete Johnson. Price point is $12. The cigar was released in March of 2022, and we picked these cigars up from the Blue Smoke of Dallas. So if you are in the Dallas area, be sure to stop in for a cigar. But if you are not near them and they have something you want in stock, be sure to call them. They may ship it out to you. All right, June, what was your thoughts on this cigar?
Um, I thought I had a nice first third. I think Pete nailed like that chewy medium plus body pretty well on this medium strength. First third was good. It had this like barnyard, dankness to it. Roasted chestnuts, baker's chocolate, had a little bit of like a uh, balanced pepper coming through. But for whatever reason, the second and the last third, there was quite a bit of this like pervasive bitterness to cedarwood, and that basically killed it for the rest of the profile. So given that, I thought it was overall average. But yeah, um, I yeah, that's all I think.
All right, Seth, what are your thoughts?
I'm totally confused now because of it. Um, I mean, I really got the same flavor profile from beginning to end. I just didn't get much out of the cigar. I had some coffee, damp wood, earth leather, some mineral and black pepper. I don't know, I wasn't picking up much out of it. Maybe it's just me. Medium, full and strength and body. Begin to end, good construction. John?
I'm pretty aligned with June on this one. First search started out interesting. Red pepper flake, creamy mild chocolate, earth and baking spices, and that kind of evolved into a more defined nutmeg, which was interesting. And then the red pepper flake kind of fell in intensity, which is nice. So it kind of all came together, and I was like, "Oh, this is nice." And then there was even some mild leather, which for once didn't like take over the palate. So I was like, "Oh, this is nice." A little bit of saltiness somewhere in the profile, and I'm like, "This is nice. I'm enjoying this. It's different. It's interesting." And then, like June said, with the second third, the profile just became sort of um, I guess uniform, flat. It's just kind of leather and salty wood, and there's a little bit of earth round around the halfway point, and I was just like, there's nothing grabbing me at all about this profile. Like it's like smoking tobacco where there's just nothing there. Like you're smoking the smoke, and so I was like, well, you know, disappointing after where the first third was. And then the last third started out interesting, sort of a toasted dark chocolate, earth and dry wood, but that earth just immediately took over the profile, and I was like, oh, okay. So it was just kind of a heavy earth, heavy dry on the palate profile for almost the entire last third, which that's tough. It wasn't unbalanced, it was just tough. And if that wasn't enough, cigar went out on me twice. So I was like, wow, this is, so I don't know if that impacted the flavor, but it certainly didn't help. Uh, yeah. So slightly above average flavor profile. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started with oak, earth, and light cocoa powder. I got some toastiness that joined in fairly quickly, and then some black pepper a little bit later. Cocoa later transitioned to chalkiness, and then the second third became a bit dry and some mustiness joined in. And then the final third saw a vegetal note join in and then build up. I thought the cigar had a nice start as well, but once the cocoa transitioned into chalkiness and the profile became a bit dry, it kind of dropped the level to average and maintained that the rest of the way. Um, as it has been said multiple times here, not something that I really found that all that exciting, and probably not something that I would see myself coming back to. So getting the scores, start at the top with June at 6 even. I gave it a 5.85, and then Seth and John both gave it a 5.65. So June, had that 6 even matchup for you?
Yeah, with all we rated some really high peat cigars, right? Starting with the Cohetes,
Yep.
and then now going through these, the Tuxlas, and then now this one. It's well, strong start. It's like the Buffalo Bills, and then now we're in the latter half of the season. It's like maybe the Buffalo Bills again.
My 5.85 matches up well. It was above average flavor profile. Construction was very good. I just had, I think, a slightly tight draw and a little wavy burn. Nothing, no problems with the construction for me. Seth, 5.65.
I mean, yeah, we were starting out strong, and I was praising Pete, and now it's just kind of going back downhill. And I'm wondering if it's just a couple of these little things. I don't know. I was disappointed, but I never really liked La Riqueza. So there's a reason it got discontinued. There has to be. And it's good to bring it back. Maybe people forgot why it got discontinued. Who knows? Don't listen to me.
All right, John, same 5.65.
Yeah, so flavor profile wise, I actually think this is kind of up there with the Tuxla around the 6.1 mark, but the two relights and then slightly into the resistance spectrum on the draw, that definitely impacted the score. But I think flavor profile, it actually should have scored higher. So, still prefer the Cohetes.
Yep. Any other final thoughts from you guys on this one?
I did not smoke the original Riquezas. I was too busy smoking brown labels and living my best life. So
yeah, I think I thought the previous ones were enjoyable. I don't remember too much about them, but I don't think I didn't feel they were bad cigars. So, but I don't know. He had a few lines that were like offshoots of the brand, and I don't think they got as much play as the rest of the stuff. So they kind of went away. Cabawan, some other stuff.
I mean, he's got a pretty full. Sorry.
No, I was trying to remember, and then I corrected myself.
He's got a full offering, like there's kind of between the limiteds and the regular production stuff, he's got a lot of really good cigars. So I don't really know where the La Riqueza kind of fits in that portfolio. You know what I mean? Like, why would I go for this over a Cojete or over a brown label or over a black label? Like, I don't understand that strategy, but it's Tatuaje. I'm sure it's gonna sell. I don't think Pete's got that problem, so yeah. I'm sure he'll be okay. What was the price point actually?
$12.
Yeah, so that's perfectly within line.
Why is there a need? Oh, sorry, John. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No,
I was gonna say, why is there? Can we buck the trend of like having to come out with new shit every single year? Like, why can't you just focus on core lines? Because we obviously smoke all the new stuff, right, for reviews, but during when I don't smoke new stuff, I go to my stash. Most of it is regular release core lines, and they're consistently good, right? So maybe the thing to do is everyone should start dating their cigars in boxes, and we'll just smoke the new releases of the same SKUs.
Well, what some manufacturers do, which I'm a big fan of, is you take a core line that's good, not shitty. And this is not a Tatuaje thing. This is just a general industry thing. You take a core line that's good and you do a limited run, but the limited run is of a certain size. And to me, that's interesting because you've got already a performing core line, and then you come out with something interesting, which is the size that's got a true limited profile to it. And then the next year, and like Oliva is a good example of what back in the day where they're doing it quite well. And I think that was something to look forward to. And I think, that's something that Pete could do really well with a number of his different offerings, which I would be all over. But, I don't represent the average consumer by any stretch of the imagination. So, yeah.
All right. Wherever you catch this video, be sure to like and subscribe. You can read the full written review on the website, developmentpalates.com. Follow us on the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts. So iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
La Riqueza.